Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Gleason, and this is my story about overcoming imposter syndrome. So my story takes place before a semester in the city began. So last semester I returned to the University of Vermont for the start of my sophomore year, and while I was excited to be back in Burlington and surrounded by all of my best friends and all of the things I loved and left behind before the summer, something felt off. So prior to leaving for Vermont, I was met with feelings of anxiety and dysphoria that I just couldn't seem to shake. I thought that these feelings would fade away when I stepped back into the academic atmosphere, but they didn't. They lingered on and intensified as the days went by. In every class I attended, I felt as if every student I was surrounded by was more intelligent than me, more well-spoken than me, and more worthy than me. I felt like I didn't deserve to be there. I began falling behind within the first few days. I didn't do any of my assignments. I failed to read any of the syllabi. I zoned out during lectures, and I didn't participate in class group discussions. By the end of the first week, to my surprise, a peer in one of my classes asked me, "Oh, is this your first college-level English class?" So I went from being the top English student in my high school graduating class, winning literary arts scholarships and awards for my writing. I went from annotating the entirety of Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment for fun when I was 17 years old, to having a fellow student question my competence and my ability to take on a 100-level English course. I was humiliated, to say the least. So the following week, I made the trek to my academic advisor's office in need of some guidance. To my disappointment, he wasn't there. As I sat outside of his office, I opened my laptop and I attempted to catch up on all of those missed assignments, but for the life of me, I could not get myself to focus on my academic to-do list. Everything related to school seemed so trivial and pointless. All the while, I felt like an absolute and utter failure. I stared at the wall before me, and I realized that there was no way for me to carry out the semester like this. So I swallowed my pride and decided that taking a leave of absence would be the best thing for me. A wave of solace and relief washed over me when I submitted my withdrawal form. And at that, I closed my laptop and exited the doors of Williams Hall into the breezy outside air that was autumn in Vermont. During my semester off, while I didn't voyage across the 7 seas to go on some big self-discovery journey, I prioritized myself. I started running again, I improved my sleeping habits, I cooked, I journaled, I read, all such ordinary things, but I was doing them with purpose. They allowed me to ground myself while simultaneously helping me rediscover my self-worth. For the first time in my life, I didn't feel selfish for putting my needs first, and I developed a sense of dignity that I so badly lacked in the past. Since the start of the semester, I can confidently say that never once did I feel like I didn't deserve to be here. I've diligently gone about my internship duties, I've been an exceptional student, and I prioritize my well-being above all things. At the end of the semester, I can confess that if it weren't for all of that time I spent working on myself, I wouldn't have reached the level of success that I did for this program. And while I still have a long way to go, my imposter syndrome doesn't get the best of me anymore. And I know that I am just as worthy to be here as everyone in this room.